Good morning. My name is Brian Saunderson. I am here to discuss with you the safety aspect of the Little Chef's application. I would also like to touch on a few key ingredients that might be needed when starting out as a beginner in the kitchen that will be used over a lifetime to create different types of cuisine with different types of flavors. This application is directed basically towards children so as they can become comfortable and knowledgeable in the kitchen. But as all great chefs know, there is assistance needed in the kitchen. For the kids, that comes in the form of adult supervision. The adults need to make sure the kids will be safe in the kitchen. There is boiling water, sharp knives, open flames, and the children need to be aware of this and create a situation where it will be a safe environment for them to cook in. Cooking can be a lifetime process, and what better time to start than as a child? According to Kids Health, there are a few things you can do in the kitchen to provide a safe environment. First of all is going to be soap and water. You're going to need a hot water with nice soap to clean hands, clean pots, clean pans, clean any type of area, countertops that the food's going to come in contact with, so as not to create any type of germs or any cross-contamination. You never want to cut fresh fruits and vegetables on the same board you're going to cut a raw chicken or a raw beef, raw poultry, that type of thing. It's important to use the soap and water to make sure that it's a safe environment where there's no germs involved. Another thing you're going to use is an apron. The apron is going to tie back any loose clothing, and it's also going to create a clean environment. Aprons are used throughout the world by chefs of all ages and sizes. It's a key thing in the kitchen that you're going to use to create the clean environment and to tie back the loose clothing so as not to get it caught on anything. Another thing when you're dealing with pots and pans on the stove and learning how to cook through the flame, you're always going to want the handles to point away, because it's easy to get caught up and smack a handle and hit the pot or pan so that it flips up and hot boiling liquid or food comes out of it. You want to point them away so that you don't have an accident as to burn yourself or burn somebody else. Another thing is putting the lids on the pots and pans. That's going to stop any grease from splattering, any water from boiling over, any liquids from boiling over. The pots and the pans do have lids that come with them, and it's just safer to use them, and it's good for the kids to know this in the beginning so that they can prepare their items in a safe environment. Also, when you're dealing in the kitchen with food, a lot of times oils are used heated high. It's important when you're done with those oils to turn off the flame, let them cool down, never put them in contact with the water you're going to wash them in. Water and hot oil do not mix. It will create a very dangerous situation. So you just want to let everything cool down, learn how to deal with these situations as time goes on. Also, you're going to want to use any pot holders. It's going to create a buffer between your hands and hot metal when dealing with the pots and pans and pouring off the liquid, pouring off any of the foods that are inside them. It's just a very safe thing to use when you're starting off in the kitchen. Now, when you're cooking, there are a few key ingredients that chefs need to have in their arsenal that are going to create nice flavor in foods. And that starts off with basically like a salt and pepper. Also, there are some other dry ingredients you're going to use: rosemary, thyme, crushed red pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. These types of things are a nice base to flavor beef, chicken, sauces. Also, fruits and vegetables. These fruits, vegetables, meats, they can have different types of flavors, and these dry ingredients can bring those flavors out. Other bases are going to be like your flours, your sugars, baking powders, baking sodas. These are also key ingredients when you're baking and cooking. Fresh fruits and vegetables, fresh meats, fresh dairy, eggs, milk, butter. These are all things that are going to be used in the culinary arts, and you're going to use them over the course of a lifetime. So it's important to learn how to use these ingredients in the beginning and learn how to break them down, learn how to season different things, learn how to cook them. Also meats, you have your chickens, your poultry, your beef. You're going to have all different types of meats all over the world that you can break down, you can season different ways, you can add different fruits and vegetables to create a whole different type of food or cuisine that will taste different to different people. So in summary, it's important for children to start out in the kitchen with an adult supervisor to show them how to be safe, show them how to use a knife properly, show them how to deal with open flame, boiling waters, boiling liquids. The adult supervision is going to guide them in the right direction so they can create a safe environment and have some confidence in what they're doing with cooking. Also, if you're going to look in your pantry or in your refrigerator, almost all the items that you're going to start off with will probably be available. Probably 75% of them are in all kitchens. Your basic spices, your basic dairy, your basic meats, basic grains, almost all people use on a daily or weekly basis. So you're not going to go out and have to spend a lot of money starting off with this application or teaching a child how to cook. You're going to have most of this stuff available to you. It's basically just having the child look at the application, progress through it, meet the requirements to move on, and have the adult supervisor there so that they can create a situation that the children are happy with, confident, and start off a lifetime of cooking. Thank you very much.